Okay, so day 3 back on keto. The first day after eating full-blown carbs, I'm talking like probably 5-6 ounces of asparagus, 4 or 5 ounces of um, no, it wasn't. It was like 3 or 4 ounces of spring salad, half of an avocado. What else did I have? I had like a handful of mushrooms. Later on that night, leaving the movie theater, I had noticed that something went well. Before I went to the movie theater, I noticed something wasn't quite right. I was feeling like pressure in my head, in my ears, and behind my eyes, and my nose started running a little bit. And the month prior, I had tried keto, and I got sick for almost 2 weeks. As soon as I went back to eating vegetables, within a matter of like a day, 24 hours, I was severely sick. My immune system had dropped, and it was in between going cold and hot, cold and hot, cold and hot. And I had noticed that whenever I'm keto for a long time, strictly, I don't get sick. But when I'm carnivore for a long time, I don't get sick. But when I transition in between one into the other, and my body's not used to that, my immune system drops and things have to change. Your whole gut biome, flora has to change. That's when I got sick. And I didn't realize what I was actually doing to myself in the transition phase, and I wanted to blame it on keto, or I wanted to blame it on the vegetables, but it wasn't quite that. It was the fact that I went from being a carnivore for almost a year with minimal keto products in that year's time to going back to keto full blown, and I had a response to it. Naturally, that's going to happen. So I'm my third day keto now, and I've been eating Brussels sprouts and asparagus and spring salads and avocados and mushrooms, and I'm doing completely fine. What I do have to admit is with vegetables, you are going to naturally feel a little bit more bloating. It's natural. You're having fiber, you're having carbs, your body's going to blow up a little bit from the water. I weighed in on the Diet Bet Challenge 3 days ago. I think it was 3 days ago. I think we started Monday or Tuesday we started, and I weighed in, and I've lost 2 pounds since then. So I'm 17.6% into my 30-day challenge with Diet Bet to win my money back. So that's a plus. But guys, if you're thinking that keto is the problem, sometimes you just have to give it a chance. Sometimes you may get unlucky and you may get sick because you're in between a diet change. And it don't matter if it's Mediterranean, paleo, it doesn't matter if it's a standard American diet or if you're vegan or whatever. When you switch from one fuel source to another or one eating style to another, you're almost going to get some kind of inflammatory response in between the transition. You're going to get some kind of gut change, some kind of flora change. Something's going to happen somewhere. You have to realize that's normal. You're going from one extreme fuel source to another extreme fuel source. I was having predominantly only animal products for almost a year, and then I went from that and went to keto, where there's plenty of vegetables and higher fats and stuff involved, where it wasn't just carbs, fat. So be very careful. You can do it. You may have to sit out a little transition phase. You may want to start a little bit slower than me and start adding vegetables in slowly instead of me. I'm an extreme kind of guy. I go with it, I jump in, and I just go. And this is how I do things. I don't really, either I quit, or I'm all in, or I'm not in at all. That's how it was with smoking. That's how it was with drinking. That's how it's been my whole entire life. I'm in a relationship, or I'm out of a relationship. I'm smoking, or I'm not smoking. I'm not doing this casual stuff here and there. I'm either keto or I'm carnivore. I'm not keto close or carnivore close or carna keto or whatever. I'm keto or I'm carnivore, and that's just that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Again, stay tuned. Keep